You mentioned that your business help purpose-driven individual set and achieve their life goals. Could you please share a success story of the transformational experience you have with one of your clients? We'll talk about your business, but I want to introduce first about your experience about your clients, and then we will move on to your business. So yeah, that's a question for one of the success story about your clients, please.
That is a really, really good question again. When I started out as a life coach, which is 4 or 5 years ago, I started coaching clients and changing their mindset, and then just steer their direction to where closer to what they want, more than being, drifting along life.
Sorry. Before that, could you please lower your camera a bit if possible, because I just can see you like this, still furthermore, because the real ones, okay, yeah, still if you can further, yeah, that's it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Success story, out of 1,000 hours of work with individual and groups, I would say they're like a small number of people who actually steer their life direction and they go after their goals rather than going with life without knowing what next. Correct. So individually, I felt, okay, quite satisfied with that. But when the contract finished, I don't know what they do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Occasionally they text me and say, oh, my life changed like this. But I don't feel satisfied. I feel like I want to see the end result. I want to see people throughout the sustainable change. And do they really achieve what they are after? Or do they drop? Or do they stop? Do they quit at some point? Because the journey to success needs resilience, needs, that persistence. Yep. And so you set a goal, you might go halfway, you might go 99% to the goal, and then you drop there. And that happened a lot. For me, throughout the journey of work, I knew I worked in a project for 7 years. And then when I stopped, I knew the project end. And it ends at the point where I'm not satisfied. I haven't seen the result. But the project ends because it ran out of support. It ran out of resources. Someone else make the decision to stop. It's not in my control. Right. And I felt frustrated with that. So my question is always, how can I have an approach, a way that I can improve, developing together, create that community where everyone can keep that close connection and go up in life together. Yeah. So with that search, so far, I felt I have started to create that community and tag in with the community that created by leaders who is way ahead of me to create that same kind of result. And we can have that satisfaction of, I can go as long as I like until the end of my working life and see the result of the change in my life and in other people's life. So to answer your question, it's still a journey and I enjoy the journey. Great. You set a goal, but the journey to that goal is more exhilarating, more exciting, and a lot of growth in that. So the end result of my help or my work is not defined yet. It's still a way ahead of me. I am on that path, and it's still ahead of me. Right. Freedom is something massive, and it's way ahead of me.
Yeah, it has freedom has a different definition, right? You're absolutely right, and I appreciate your answer. So, leadership coach, that term is not commonly used in our society. So yes, I'm a leader. Yes, I'm a leader. I'm a born leader. I'm a natural leader, and I do not need any coaching. So the term leadership coach came out, and what do you do as a leadership coach? Can you please explain to us?
Thank you so much. Before I answer the question, this is also a really good question, because before I call myself leadership coach, I ponder, I make sure I understand the meaning of it. Yep. Because if you don't understand the definition of it, the meaning of it, you don't know what to do with it.
Correct. Yeah. You don't know what you're doing.
So, exactly. And because people normally misunderstand leaders and leadership.